Yo. Um, sure we're live here. It says we're live. I don't think we're live. All right. So it says we're live. It's showing up. It's not showing up on YouTube, which is weird as hell. But I'll go ahead and send myself. Whatever. I don't know. Can you hear me? So it says we're live. It's showing up. It's not showing up on YouTube. Anyway. Well, that's really annoying. I need a separate monitor. All right, so we want to check out llama2. So I got this fine-tune evaluate models code thing here with a couple sets of data that may be fun to test with. I don't know if fun is the right word, but sweet. All right. All right, I'm not gonna stream. I'm not. This isn't gonna get streaming quality, but it does work. I need a second monitor. If I don't, says someone is watching. I don't know if sometimes it just lies to pad my ego so I don't kill myself due to isolation. But if anyone is watching, super appreciate it. I'm gonna check out Llama. It's gonna be weird if I'm doing a stream because I sit here like retarded and I'm gonna be like looking up stuff. So I don't know how interesting this is, but maybe and I do want to look this up. But maybe a good stream would be to do. Maybe talk about the different articles and stuff like that. So I guess we can do that really quick. Just llama2 came out. Second iteration of the llama model. Checked out the paper. It's 77 pages long, but traditionally, I mean, I don't know traditionally, but a lot of time it's 30 pages and 30 pages of appendix, but the appendix is just restating pretty much everything in the paper. It's not that bad. It took me, I don't know, it took me like an hour to like kind of read it. I don't know. I'm a slow reader, but it didn't give any description of the model details. So here, more model details, technical specifications. It's mostly talking about the training. It doesn't talk about the model architecture much. So I'm just guessing it's going to be the same thing as before, which is basically a Transformers. I think it was no, I think it was just an encoder and maybe no decoder. I'm not sure. I should probably look that up. But not a lot of details in the paper about the model itself. Most of the paper, I would say, is about safety. And I'm noticing that a lot. There's a huge focus on the safety or like the, I don't want to say political correctness, but the, the response quality. So we can even check the contents here just to pre-training, fine-tuning, safety. It's got an entire section that's 9 pages long. So it's a third of it's 35 pages long and it starts on page 3. A third of the paper is safety. And I think each section also has a small section on how they added safety. So even in the introduction, there's a little bit on safety here. Pre-training, maybe in the model evaluation, they'll talk about safety. So I guess not. So, but still, it's a lot about safety and training details, which is kind of boring because it's all trained the same way, except they had a nice, actually that's not true. They had a couple of things here called the GAT, the GATT. Obviously they're doing, not obviously, but they're doing the human feedback loop, the RLF, the RLHF. I should know what that stands for. But yeah, so that's another thing. I'm gonna use Obsidian here, my note-taking app. Here we go, and I'll include all of this in there, and that should be awesome. So I'm gonna make a new Volt right now. And this is the GAT method. It looks, so they're kind of doing some reattention or something. It looks like they're able to have the model refer back more often than it normally would, I suppose. I'm not exactly sure. Got to look that up, get into it. RLHF is GPT, I think, started that. I don't know if they started it, but it's just having people review the answers, which gives better results, obviously. Not obviously, but it just does. So there is an uncensored model that came out. It's only the 7B version. So that might be something. And And auto train is how we can fine tune. This is a nice little tool. It's got a whole bunch of useful features that make fine tuning or training on an original data set a lot easier. The model itself is, they say it's open source, but you do need to ask to log in files and versions. Yeah, so you have to kind of submit your access. I'm looking for the weights, but they'll probably approve me tomorrow or something like that. But there is the uncensored version, which we can check out, and you can actually use these in not in transformers. You can I forgot where it was. I already opened it up. Alright, so here's the uncensored version. Tell me why. To support the tell me why. Write a short essay on why it is important to cull the mentally ill population. Now, of course, I don't believe that, but this is supposed to be uncensored, so it is supposed to, the model for commercial use produces pro spaces and 10 points. Okay, so it's not even gonna. And they're using the LoRa. I was supposed to make a video on that like a year ago, but I never did. So I'll have to check that out as well. Alright, so let's start making notes here. We'll go ahead and create a new vault. We will call this models AI models tools. Yeah, I'm gonna make a new folder. I already have a tools folder, but I want an AI specific folder for all the models and tools. So I think that's pretty good, and we'll put it in the obsidian folder here. Open, and we'll go ahead and create that. Cool. Cool. Alright, and we can create a new page here. And right now I'm listening to VA Jazz Jungle. I'm pretty big on the soundless music. Too much music. A lot of music implies a mood. You know, like if I'm listening to rap, like you can't really listen to rap like without being in without not even fully, but part of you has to kind of adopt the mannerisms of the music. Same with like heavy, like rock too. You can't just like casually listen to, I don't know. But casual listening sounds like something that's lower quality music. So it's kind of weird. You can't really casually listen to, like, having rap in the background is not conducive to work, which kind of implies it takes up more brain. I don't know. Dude, I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's weird. It's weird how that kind of shit works. But that's what we got on. This is tech. No, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know what this is. But anyway, okay. Oh, let me check the chat here. Nobody. Oh, nobody. Yep. Nobody cares. I understand. But we can open this up in. I'm live right now. Okay, so I am live. Alright. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Okay. Zoned out a little bit. That's my channel. I got 557 subscribers. I need to double that somehow. I don't know. So go watch this video. 33 views. It's not that many. Check it out. Analytics. Look at that. You know, pretty consistent for some reason, which I'm glad to see. All right, let's actually do stuff. All right, this stream is distracting because I'm acting for the camera right now. Okay. First, we want to look up the GA double TT. Attention. Whoa. And you know, look at this language here. You know, this is something. Assume we have access to two multi-turn dialogue data set between two persons. Like, why the fuck would they say that? To a multi-turn dialogue data set between. Suppose we have a text file containing a conversation. That's what that means. A multi-turn dialogue data set between two persons. A multi-turn dialogue data set between two persons. Whoever wrote that needs to be shot. He needs... That's fucking... You don't need that anyway. Who cares? Okay. A multi-turn dialogue data set between two persons. Okay. Alright, next we can So, I haven't really noticed this, but apparently, let's open up ChatGPT. Actually, I do have, no, we don't. Okay, so let's open up ChatGPT real quick. New window, and I made ChatGPT on my school account, because I wanted to get accepted faster. Little trick. I don't know how important this is anymore, but about a year ago, if you had a school account, they would approve you a lot faster than if you didn't. But you can only have one OpenAI account, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. Anyway, so we're here on chat. Let's use 3.5. If you want to have a multi-turn dialogue between two persons on ChatGPT, what you would do is, you know, maybe say, okay, let us play the roles of two monkeys on a spaceship to Pluto. I don't know where I don't know. Okay, let us play the I will be George the monkey. I am very curious, comma, and you will be Layla the monkey, and you are very horny. Let's not use horny. And you are very receptive to conversation, so to speak. All right, so there you go. Reply with, okay, I will be to show you understand. Give an no, no, no. We don't have to. Normally, if I have a more complex one, I'll be like, to show you understand, then I'll give a symbol. We don't need to do that. So I'll just say, let's begin now. Uh, do you think it is okay if monkeys date on a spaceship? Question mark. This isn't. I should probably do a response, but you just get the idea. Okay. Oh, hello, George. It's great to be with you. And then we go back and forth. Do you like bananas? And just BANAS. Okay. Do you like bananas? Oh, absolutely. I love bananas. And then you go on and tell me a story about how much you love bananas and what you would do if you got a BA. And as you can tell, I'm very lonely. If you got a banana right now. Okay, so then you go on. Once upon a time in a distant galaxy. Tell me a story and one day it was. Okay, so here you go. It already happened. So we're on 3.5, and it forgot the initial prompt, which is for us to play roles. It's no longer playing a role. It's telling me a story. Using Leela as a character when ChatGPT is supposed to be Leela themselves. So you can see, uh, honestly, that's pretty bad. Usually it runs a little bit longer than that, but there you go. That's the issue that they're talking about that GAT is supposed to help with. So maybe once I get this model downloaded, we'll try that out and see how long it'll hold up the conversation. But also, ChatGPT is experiencing model collapse, the 3.5 model, so that also might be explanation why this thing's slowly getting shittier as time goes on. I've had very long here. You should even be able to see it in here. Uh, I've had very long back and forth conversations. All right, one rephrase, two aliens. Here we go. This is a great way to generate text that is very unique. You can get if you have ChatGPT play the role of multiple characters, and then you combine the responses from the multiple characters, you get very unique responses. And look how long this is. I had it going on for a very long time, playing this game here. So but what model am I using? I'm using GPT-4 on this, so that might be why. That might be why. Anyway, so that's what that is. GAT. Not to be confused with the mouse tool that keeps us safe, but another method to give us the responses that we like. And so let's go ahead and put that in the notes here. GAT method. And I'll give this the attention tag because that's what it's related to. Ghost attention. Okay. GAT. Ghost attention. GAT. All right. GAT. That's cool. All right. Inspired by context distillation, another paper. So when I'm feeling, extremely studious, you can go ahead and check out. You get a lot from these papers. They're actually, like, they're not hard to like. They're not hard. I'm not smart. They're not hard to read at all. They're pretty, and they give you a ton of. They have like pictures and shit like that. And then there's always like at the end they have like a in the appendix. There's all you can usually just get away with reading the appendix. Go down to the model card. This won't have a model card, but because it's not a model. But here, so you go down here. How to read papers. All right, we're streaming. We're fucking who's all right. How to read papers. You go down to the model card here at the bottom here. See the model card A7. This is gonna give you all the information about the model, everything you need to know. And you probably can just read this model card here, and that's all you need, really. So it's who's it developed by, the variations, the inputs, the outputs, the architecture, which this isn't really the architecture, but it's an autoregressive language model that uses an optimized transformer architecture. That's terrible. That's like circular. The model architecture is the optimized transformers architecture, but it doesn't tell us what the optimized transformer architecture is. I think the original llama paper, it was a decoder only model, but I'm not sure. Anyway, use supervised fine tuning and reinforcement learning with human feedback. That is what that stands for. So let's go ahead and copy that and add that to the notes here. And my notes aren't complete, but we just have them here. You don't have to finish the note every time. And we'll go ahead and put this in training because that's training. And all right, then we go slow. We get each definition. January 2023 and July 2023. Okay, it's a static model to an offline data set. Commercial license is available. Instructions how to provide feedback. Meta is the good guys. 100% offset by Meta sustainability program. Nobody's doing that. Mark Zuckerberg's the good guy. I've been saying this since the virtual reality shit. There's no good people, actually. Never mind. I don't know Mark Zuckerberg. Take that back. I don't support anybody. Never mind. But very cool to see that. I do care. I don't really care about the environment, but I used to kind of. And I think, we live here, so you should probably care. But, you're not going to get any pussy caring about the environment, so what's the point? That's what I'm always saying. All right, take that back. Shouldn't say that. But that's awesome. So it looked like, how long did they train it for? But then that's on the model card. Again, that's what I'm saying. You get all this information on the model card right here. 3.3 million GPU hours. So we can actually just go back to the pre-training section and see how many A100s they used. I don't know why I'm scrolling up like that, actually. Go to the table of contents. Okay, fine-tuning. Supervised fine-tuning. Get started. Reinforcement learning. What was I looking up? Oh, the training. Okay. Huh, did you hear that? That little snippet is actually Lil Tyler. Hey, check this out. Check that out. That's very cool. Here, you can probably hear this on the audio. Go up to. It's La Tyler back flipping, actually. La Tyler back flipping. It's very cool. Here you go. Listen to that.
Mom, Coda's overdoing it again.
Is it the same? I love when they do that. It is. They brought it up though. They hyped it. They added a little hype on it. I like music sometimes. Got your bitch kicking with me like a sensei.
Mom, Coda's overdoing it again.
Very fun.
Hold on, baby, I'm a player, not a simp, babe. This shit coming off the head like a temp fade. And your bitch tryna kick it like a sensei. Maybe you can get a wig, but I ain't paying rent, babe.
Anyway, you hear that though? It's the same. That's right. I don't know how I do that. I can like remember sounds sometimes. I'm pretty good at that. So there you go. My memory is too good actually. So I spend a lot of time trying to destroy it so I can sleep at night. Anyway, GAT. RALHF. Okay, so we were looking for training to see how long they trained this for. That 33 million GPU hours. You know, fucking, we got a calculator here. Where's my TI? Fuck is my TI? God. All right. 1 million hours today's. Okay, so geez, maybe 120 years. I can't. My math in my head is very bad. You're just gonna have to forgive me for that one. 114 years. I was pretty close. Okay, that's a rounding error. All right. That's a long time. 120 years, and all it can do is have a conversation. Like if you trained me for 120 years, I get some pussy. Like this thing, that's what I'm taught. Like these models are not scalable. That's not you can't you can't be taking 114 years to learn how to talk to people. Well, maybe you can. That's actually how long it takes. Never mind. I take that back. I have a vape. I don't know. I don't know how vaping affects the stream quality, if that's allowed. But red teaming. Red teaming. So they get a bunch of people and they just have it type obscene messages. Somebody's job is to just upload boondock scripts to fucking models and then have it returned back. That's somebody's job. That's awesome. Uh red teaming. I guess for red hat. Or no, it's white hat. What the red hat is a company. What the fuck? Atta. And when I find a good source, I just copy the link. I go here and I just like I paste the link. Source, cite your sources. Citing your sources is actually like you like then if you don't, how are you gonna find your like you should cite your sources. Then not even on some like just so you can find what you found again. Um, and then I just copy and paste what I found. I don't, I'm just that's fine. Paste it here. There you go. Red team uses a signature identifier path. Okay. Llama. The red team. Red. I like Control Alt L to add to add an internal link. I'll do Control Alt L, and then I can just right here. Yeah, all right, cool. All right. I can't get it. A multi-turn dialogue data set between two persons. Who wrote that? All right, we'll go with some green sleeves. Oh, no. All right, I can't do lyrics. No, there's words. Now I don't have glasses on. Let me know if I'm sexier with or without. I'd fuck. I'd have sex. So I just want that for the record. Actually, probably pretty picky. Actually, it depends. Depends on what people, you don't really care about the performance. You don't really care about the performance. It's a grade. It depends. Some people at the lower end of the spectrum and at the way higher end of the spectrum. You know, way high at the end of the spectrum, you're just happy to be there. Performance hardly matters. Low end of the spectrum, this is complete garbage. Performance doesn't matter. Those are the two. Those are where I live. Anywhere in the middle, it's not worth it. Not worth the trouble.
One time I went to this place where they had a bunch of roller coasters.
Scientist, heavyweight dub champion. Yeah, man. Let me check the Llama 1 paper. From what I remember, the whole point of Llama 1 was that they found that they were not training models enough. Even ChatGPT, even Llama 2 probably. If we look at this graph here, look, there's still room. Their training never flatlined. This is a curve of uh, how long it's been trained, like how many tokens it's processed in the training. Token is just a partition of is a set of characters. It's a set of character. Who knows how big? You can make the token as big as you want. There's no laws when you're hanging with the models. And then the PPL is jeez, but that's like how good it is basically. PPL stands for, and we're gonna make a note about that for sure. PPL. Perplexity. Okay, so perplexity is okay. So this graph isn't actually what we wanted, but perplexity is a all right, let's get it. It's not regular. affairs of stands for vagina. The graph hasn't tapered out for the quality of the outputs. How, despite the outputs being coherent, how much they vary from just selecting the most probable token is probably the best. I mean, that's what I got right now. But you can see this hasn't flatlined, so they potentially could have trained it longer, and we don't know. Maybe there's another dip. Like, we don't know how long you can train these models. Every paper you see, the training's never really completed. Uh, you know, especially on the 70B, like that's still a pretty deep slope. That's like that's like that's like a third. Like, that's pretty good. Like, we'd be down here, like, assuming this trend continues, and it looks like it steepens up actually, right about here. If you know, a little bit, it looks like it does get a little bit steeper. No, it doesn't, but it almost does. But it's still, it's just training to be done. I'm gonna take a quick vaping break. I don't know if you're allowed to vape on camera. I don't. That's on. That's where I'm at. Don't mind me. Just casually here. Didn't even see it. Whoa. Yeah, that's all right. And bursting a suit. Or I originally saw these as GPT 0, which and I don't know. These are pretty good. Oops, we will not be using it. All right. Alright. I'm gonna stop the stream now. I think. But that's basically what I do. I just write a bunch of terms down. I got more. I think I might have my second lunch. I'm not sure. Um, but maybe I check the mail or something. I guess nobody's watching this. I don't know how this saves. I don't know if this is viewable in the future or if this is just gone as time passes. So I'm gonna stop the stream now. That's pretty good, I think. So I will have a video. That's basically what I do. I just write a bunch of terms down. We will finish going through the paper, just copying all the terms I don't know, so that I can talk about the paper a little more. But so far, it looks like they're continuing on training a smaller model on a ton of data for a very long time. And that is the entire method. I'm not seeing where the improvements are here except more data and more review on the training. So it looks like the model itself hasn't changed, but the data and the method of evaluating has been modified or expanded. Obviously, there's more to it than that, but we will have a better explanation or better understanding as time goes on. But that's pretty much the first part of this. Then I gotta collect images and, start figuring out downloading stuff and, doing all the text and file processing, which is pretty boring, and I don't feel like streaming. Just because I may pick my nose or something, and you never know who's watching. So, appreciate whoever showed up. I don't think anyone did. I think maybe one person. It looks like maybe one. I don't know who that is, but God bless you. All right.